Good. Hello there, everybody. It's me, the Moondog. You can call me Moondog because everybody does. All my friends. Oh boy, everybody, I'm glad you're here. Now get comfy because I'm going to tell y'all a story tonight. I was just telling this story to my plant, Pete, and now I'm going to tell you the same story that I just told to my plant, Pete. Right, Pete? Right. Everybody, how are you? Good. Here we go. A long time ago, I used to have a job. I was a guard. I used to work for a farmer, guarding the pumpkins of this farmer. You see, this farmer had a big pumpkin patch, everybody, and my job was to guard the pumpkins from a pumpkin robber. Oh yes, everybody. Oh yes. There was a robber in the nearby city who came to the farmer's fields and tried to steal his pumpkins, right? My job, as I said, was to guard the pumpkins from the pumpkin robber. Now, here's the problem with my job. I didn't have the right tools to guard the pumpkins from the robber. Everybody, all I had was a stick. So I worried, right? I worried about this because I knew that if the robber came and really wanted to take the pumpkins, then he could. Because all I had was this stick, right? So I worried. Now, one night, everybody, I was guarding the pumpkins. I was sitting in the field guarding the pumpkins, right? And a fancy cat, came up and visited me. Now, this cat was fancy because this cat, she had on a hat, right? She had on a fancy hat with lots of flowers on her hat and ribbons and stuff like that. And this cat, she told me that she lived in a candy house right in the forest, the nearby forest. Oh boy, this cat was fancy, everybody. Anyway, this cat and I, we were talking, and I told this fancy cat, I said, "Fancy cat, I'm worried about the robber that comes and tries to steal all of the pumpkins." And the fancy cat, she agreed with me. She agreed that that's something to worry about. But this fancy cat, she said that she could help me. This fancy cat said that she would chase off the robber for me, the pumpkin robber. Oh yes, that's what she said. She said she'd chase off the robber for me, but there was a catch. This fancy cat wanted me to name my goldfish after her if she did this, if she chased off the robber. So I thought about that. I said, okay, all right, fancy cat, I will name my goldfish after you if you chase off the robbers for me, or the robber. It was just one robber. And so anyway, she did. The cat, who was fancy, chased off the robber for me, and that was that. But my life was weird. My life was weird after that, everybody, because from that day on, I had a goldfish whose name was Whiskers. Hey, Pete, that's my story, right? Everybody, that's my story. I hope you liked it. My name is the Moondog, and before we all go, let's do something together. Everybody, let's take 3 big, deep breaths and think of 3 good things to ourselves. Here we go. All right, everybody. I hope you all have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh! 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 What's that, Pete? You're right. Pete said goodnight, too. Good night.